Türkiye Belediyeler Birliği'nin kıymetli mensupları,
Estimable members of the
değerli
Union of
belediye
Municipalities of
başkanlarımız,
Turkey, esteemed
saygıdeğer
mayors,
misafirler,
distinguished
sevgili
guests,
genç kardeşlerim,
dear young
sizleri
brothers and
kalbi
sisters,
duygularımla,
I would like to greet you all
hürmetle,
wholeheartedly
muhabbetle selamlıyorum.
and with affection and love.
Ülkemizin 81 vilayetinden bu salonu coşkuyla
From all
dolduran tüm
81
gençlerimize
provinces of our country, we have dear young
hoş geldiniz
people
diyorum.
with us in this very room. And I would like to
Buradan
welcome you all to
Türkiye'nin
our
dört bir
beautiful city of
yanındaki
Ankara.
tüm
And from
genç
here,
kardeşlerime selam ve sevgilerimi gönderiyorum. Aydınlık yarınlarımızın teminatı olan öğrencilerimize, sporcu, işçi, girişimci kardeşlerime, dünyanın dört bir köşesinde
And I
milletimizi
would like to
gururla
greet
temsil eden
everyone who
her bir
represent
genç
our country,
kardeşime buradan
all young
selamlarımı
brothers and
iletiyorum.
sisters representing our
Rabbime
country abroad and the world,
Bizlere vatan,
in all corners of
millet,
the world.
dava sevdalısı böyle bir gençlik nasip
And I am
ettiği
grateful
için
to God for He
binlerce
has
kez
blessed
hamd
us
ediyorum.
with such a country and such a great nation and a generation.
Bu salonda 21. yüzyıla bilimde, sporda,
In science,
sanatta,
sports,
siyasette,
arts, politics,
ticarette,
trade,
inovasyonda,
innovation,
hasılı hayatın her alanında başarılarıyla
in all fields of
kendinden söz
life,
ettirecek, geleceği parlak
we have in
bir
this
gençlik görüyorum.
room a bright future and a youth
Bu salonda
for the 21st
milletimizi
century.
2053 vizyonuyla
I
buluşturacak,
see the people who will bring our nation to our Vision 2053 and set the structure,
genç
infrastructure
neferlerini görüyorum.
of 2073. I see the young soldiers of a great and rising country.
Bu salonda üstadın ifadesiyle
As the great master said,
kim var diye seslenilince
when we call
sağına ve soluna
out to see
bakılmadan
who
fert fert
is
ben
in this
varım
room,
diye haykıran özgüven
and I
abidesi
see in this
genç bir
room
nesil görüyorum.
a young generation, which is the epitome of self-confidence.
Bu salonda 15 Temmuz gecesi
And in this room,
elinde bayrağı,
we have
göğsünde
those who
imanıyla
held their flags
darbecilere meydan
high
okuyan
and
milletimizin
their belief
yüksekı,
in their
cesur bir
bosoms
gençlik görüyorum.
on the night of July the 15th,
Bu salonda
and who
ülkesi
defied
için hayal kuran, ufku açık,
the coup makers.
vizyonu
We
geniş,
in this room see
ideal ve
young
iddia
people who
sahibi,
have a bright
dirayetli bir
horizon,
gençlik
a
görüyorum.
big vision, a youth which
Türkiye
has
Cumhurbaşkanı olarak
resistance
böylesi bir
and
gençlikle
foresight.
yol yürümekten,
And as the President of the Republic of Turkey, I am proud to walk on the same path with such young people and to serve the young
coşkunuz,
of this great
muhabbetiniz,
country.
vefanız
Your
ve
enthusiasm,
dayanışmanız için
your affection,
her birinize
for your affection,
canı
your
gönülden
enthusiasm,
teşekkür
and
ediyorum.
for your solidarity, I would like to thank each and every one of you
Türkiye'nin
wholeheartedly.
sizin gibi gençleri olduğu müddetçe
As long as Turkey has young people as you,
bugünümüzden çok daha
our
parlak
tomorrows hopefully will be
Bu
even
millet
even brighter than our day.
üreten, hak bildiği yolda yürümekten çekinmeyen gençlere sahip olduğu sürece
As long as our country has the young people who work, produce, and always stay on the
bu
path of
arkadaşlığımızı daim
fairness,
eylesin diyorum.
we will look into the future with confidence. May God make
Bizleri bu
our
muhteşem atmosferde buluşturan gençlik ve spor
journey
bakanlığımıza, Türkiye
last long
Belediyeler Birliği'ne
and
şükranlarımı
bless
sunuyorum.
us with
Genç dostluğu,
being in it
şehirler,
all the time.
kongre ve
I would like to
sergisinin
thank to the Union of
ülkemiz,
Municipalities of Turkey and the Ministry of Youth and
şehirlerimiz
Sports And I hope that the Youth-Friendly Cities Congress and Exhibition will be auspicious for our country, for our city, for the region, and of course for each and every one of you, our dear youth.
Ben de sizlerle gurur duyuyorum.
And I am proud of you all.
Gaziantep'iyle, Diyarbakır'ıyla,
With all of its
Efeleriyle,
provinces, such as Gaziantep, Diyarbakır,
tümünüzle
Şanlıurfa,
gurur duyuyorum.
and with all of you,
Kardeşlerim,
I can say
bugün başlayan,
I'm proud of you all.
inşallah yarın da
And
devam
my dear
edecek bu
brothers and
anlamlı
sisters,
program
this
kapsamında
within the framework of this meaningful program, which has started today and which will continue tomorrow, from culture to science, from architecture to diplomacy, we will be taking your opinions, our dear youth, in many fields. And we, on the other hand, have the chance to discuss the points and the dimensions we have achieved in urbanization, but on the other hand, we will listen to the voices of our young people for a brighter future. And within the program, within the framework of the program, we will be presenting awards to the municipalities which have in the competitions and all other programs made their ways to the higher ranks and lists. This competition, this contest that brings the interest of our young people will indeed contribute to creating the best examples of a participatory administration. With their innovative ideas, there are many who bring about a new perspective to the municipality work of our country, and I would like to congratulate all the participants, especially the officials and all figures from our municipalities. For the upcoming period, we will continue to include our young people to the processes of decision making and implementations of those decisions even further on. Likewise, with the touch of women to administration, the Union of Municipalities of Turkey, we can observe, now has a new level of excitement and enthusiasm. And the Union addresses the young, the women, the elderly, the senior, and many other groups of our population, and we're happy to see that. Within our borders and outside our borders, the Union of Municipalities of Turkey stand with all those who are in need, and we appreciate that. With their successful work in the TRNC and on the other hand with their efforts for fighting the wildfires and also recovering from the floods and other natural disasters, the Union of Municipalities exerted a lot of efforts. Other than the official institutions and authorities of the state and government, our municipalities mobilized their means, and the fact that they have done so has addressed our wounds to a significant degree. And I would like to thank to all municipalities personally and on behalf of my nation for they have taken part in such activities to recover from such natural disasters, regardless of where they took place. As compared to many other countries that faced natural disasters, Turkey very successfully ran all operations and the fight against natural disasters and took place effectively, and our biggest wish is that such great activities will continue in the recovery and restoration phases too. In Van and Elazığ earthquakes, our government kept and fulfilled on its promises, and just like that we will be addressing the wounds of all those who were harmed by the wildfires and floods. And all relevant authorities initiated all necessary operations immediately. First in Rize and Artvin, and then in Kastamonu provinces, and then in Sinop and Bartın, in all those areas, all the way to the villages, our ministers, our deputies, mayors, all of them together worked, and they continued with their work and still do. And right now, certain members of our presidential cabinet are on the field, and our nation will recover from those challenging days yet again, and will continue to walk in solidarity on the same path. And tomorrow we will go to Ahlat, and then we will go to Malazgirt, and from where Sultan Alparslan started his journey, we will also start our journey and set foot for the new journey to come. And hopefully, as we always reiterate, such subject matters cannot be used as simple materials for daily political discussions. Even more so, an issue that burnt the hearts of our people cannot be used as tools for political interests, because all the forests that burned were our forests, all the lives lost were our lives. And this is the common heritage and wealth of all 84 million people. And from here, I once again pray for the mercy of God on the souls of all those who lost their lives in the natural disasters, and all the officials and employees of state authorities who worked fighting the wildfires. May God protect our nation, our people against such natural disasters. My dear brothers and sisters, throughout the human history, the relation in between the human beings and cities were directly proportional. The cities changed human beings as well as human beings changed and reshaped over and over again the cities they lived in. And the cities do change, the characters, the spirits, and all related with human. And that's why no matter how strong the cities are in terms of the superstructures or infrastructures, if there is any shortcoming as regards the needs of human beings, then that city will be captivated by being a pile of rocks and bricks only. And the poet says,
"Ben dahi bile yapıldım taşlı toprak aresinde." Günümüz Türkçesiyle ifade edecek olursak, ansızın bir şehre vardım.
Suddenly, I arrived in a city, and I saw that city
arasında
being
ben
built.
de birlikte yapıldım.
And I was built
Şehirlerin serüvenini
amongst
aynı
all the
zamanda
rocks and
orada
dust.
yaşayan insanların da serüveni olarak
The
görmemiz gerekir.
journey, the
Bunun en
adventure
güzel
of the city
örneklerinden biri de
is the adventure
şüphesiz
of its
İstanbul'dur. Fatih Sultan
inhabitants.
Mehmet
And
bundan
the best
568 yıl
example
önce
maybe to give for
İstanbul'u
that is
fethettiğinde
Istanbul. When
bu
Fatih
şehir
Sultan
13.
Mehmet conquered
yüzyıldaki
Istanbul,
Latin istilası sebebiyle
this city,
büyük
due
bir
to the
yıkıma
Latin
maruz kalmıştı.
invasion in the
Harap bir halde
13th century,
Bizans'tan
was
devralınan
devastated.
İstanbul,
Istanbul,
fetihten itibaren
taken over from the
çarşıları,
Byzantine,
hanları, hamamları,
transformed
camileri,
with the
külliyeleri
complexes, mosques, baths, and all other recreational areas, and became a city of a civilization and Islam. Sultan Mehmet, with the zoning and reconstruction and restoring operations he followed personally, changed the landscape of the city. The political, cultural, and commercial changes, which were transformative, indeed brought Istanbul back on its feet. And the city itself did not change only, but the people who lived in that city changed. And Istanbul turned into a true city of the world. So the change in the city is reflected on people, and this was also the other way around. And with a similar transformation in the following centuries indeed took place in reverse. These were replaced by new modern urbanization models. However, the modern cities indeed reflected the changing perspectives of human beings on the environment, on nature, and in the cities. Giant facilities, camps where workers could only pile up, rising tall buildings, irregular urbanization, and building are some of those examples. The cities which were replaced by bricks and rocks and cement indeed started falling far from the real, true nature of human beings. However, the human beings yet again started chasing after what was beautiful and started looking for new ways. And Turkey is a country that has gone through all of these. That is why to build what is better, to build the better and the more effective and the more productive, we have the knowledge, we have the know-how, and we have the capacity. With the urbanization and information-based societies, knowledge-based societies, now we have entered into a new era in urbanization. Not only social and individual relations, but many other elements related with life have started changing in a well-rooted fashion. And parallel to that, from cities to city life, people started to move, and that's why the expectations of people from local governments do change. With the advances in communication systems, the residents of cities now have different expectations and opinions from their cities and city administrations, and share their opinions and demands more frequently. In particular, the young people now have started to assume, and they are willing to assume, more active and affirmative roles in the city administrations and local governments. And what is our responsibility is to act in line with that. And for our municipalities, it goes beyond an option, but is a must, is an obligation to pay attention to such demands. And that's why our municipalities need to change, our cities need to transform, some areas maybe need to be some areas need to be deconstructed and reconstructed in line with the demands of the new age. And on the other hand, we need to stick to our material cultural elements. Among those material cultural elements, we have the original architecture, monuments, and all other structures that are valuable culturally and artistically, and all other objects that are of our cultural memory. And such elements are of great importance on the bridge we will establish from our past into the future. And in the Great Migration era, the urbanization disaster that took place cannot be allowed to take place yet again. And squatter or illegal house building and construction took place in the past, and the vertical architecture that emerged because of greed of some made many of us pay hefty prices. But now it is not time for us to pay the price of that anymore, but it is about time for us to embrace the new urbanization and municipality models that will address the true needs of human beings and cities. And that's why I attach great importance to the youth-friendly cities approach. Youth-friendly, women-friendly, child-friendly, disabled-friendly, or senior citizen-friendly. In short, we should be able to establish, construct human-friendly cities. The exhibition co-organized by the Ministry of Youth and Sports and the Union of Municipalities of Turkey, I believe, is a good example of a common will we have, and I congratulate everyone who took part and responsibility in it. And I am sure that this effort will not go in vain, but it will achieve its goals. I firmly believe in that, and I share my love and respect with each and every one of you. Thank you very much. Stay in health.
Şimdi protokol imza törenine geçeceğiz. Sayın Cumhurbaşkanım, değerli konuklar, şimdi Gençlik ve Spor Bakanlığı ile Türkiye Belediyeler Birliği arasında gençlerimizin gönüllülük hizmetlerine etkin katılımı amacıyla Sayın Cumhurbaşkanımızın gözetiminde gerçekleştirilecek olan protokol imza töreni için Gençlik ve Spor Bakanımız Sayın Doktor Mehmet Muharrem Kasapoğlu ve Türkiye Belediyeler Birliği ve Gaziantep Büyükşehir Belediye Başkanı Sayın Fatma Şahin'i sahnede yer alacak olan imza kürsülerine davet ediyoruz. Sahnedeki kürsümüzü alalım. Bu arada imza masalarında kürsümüzün olduğu yere getirelim.